Hey everyone, welcome back to the Halandzovskyi channel. If you care about Ukraine, its security, its future, and how international politics shape it, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment below. Your engagement helps us spread truth and stay alert. Let's dive into today's critical update. In early December 2025, the Trump administration released a new U.S. national security strategy, a 33-page document that included sharp assessments of Europe. The strategy accused EU countries of lacking self-confidence, warned of civilizational erasure, and criticized European migration policies and political systems. Many observers expected a strong pushback from European leaders. At the Doha Forum, however, European Union Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas offered a notably measured response. She acknowledged that some of the US criticisms may have a point, urged Europe to be more confident, particularly in its stance toward Russia, and emphasized that, despite tensions, the US remains Europe's biggest ally. Her remarks come amid growing concern in Brussels. The new US strategy downplays Russia as a major threat, signals the possibility of rapprochement, and shifts American priorities away from global collective security. Analysts warn that this could weaken NATO and European defense structures if followed through. By not strongly condemning the American approach, Kallas appears to have diffused a moment that might have escalated into confrontation, opting instead for de-escalation. This is significant at a time when many European officials and Ukrainian leaders view the strategy as potentially harmful to Ukraine's security and to the stability of the continent more broadly. The decision is surprising not only because of the content of the US document, but also because of what it signals: a willingness among European leadership to tolerate a strategic shift that could favor Russia in a period when Ukraine relies heavily on unified Western support. Such statements risk undermining the political cohesion that underpins military and diplomatic assistance. Kallas's response, softening criticism while acknowledging some of its claims, raises a fundamental question. If European leaders are prepared to downplay US pressure and accommodate shifting strategies, what does this mean for the security guarantees that Europe and Ukraine rely upon? For Ukraine, the implications are immediate and serious. The new US national security strategy, which the European Union appears willing to tolerate, if not quietly endorse, downplays the threat from Russia, softens the focus on collective defense, and signals a potential redefinition of alliances. If European leaders treat this strategic shift as acceptable, Ukraine could face increasing isolation. Political, economic, and military support from Europe may become less reliable, particularly if the US adjusts its priorities. Without a strong European commitment, Kyiv's ability to resist Russian aggression and secure a just peace is significantly weakened. On a broader level, Kallas's remarks risk creating uncertainty within Europe itself. By signaling a preference for calm reassurance over robust pushback, the statement may embolden Moscow, which has historically exploited Western divisions, as well as domestic political forces in Europe advocating closer ties with Russia. Her call for Europe to be more confident also subtly places the responsibility on the EU, suggesting the issue lies more with European self-perception than with external pressures. Analysts warn that this framing risks underestimating the real threat: Russia's ongoing military aggression against Ukraine. For Ukraine's allies and for the wider free world, the moment could represent a critical juncture. If Western unity begins to fracture, rebuilding trust, coordinating defense efforts, and deterring further aggression will become much more difficult. Democracies everywhere could face long-term consequences if firm support is replaced by diplomatic appeasement or strategic recalibration. While Kallas's response may be seen as pragmatic, observers caution that pragmatism in this context risks slipping into tacit acquiescence. For Ukraine, still under attack and facing significant human and material costs, the stakes of such acquiescence may be exceptionally high. Thank you for tuning in to the Halandzovskyi channel. If you found this analysis important, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Every voice counts, especially when the stakes are this high. Stay alert, stay informed. See you in the next update.